All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Slam. Hey, go.
This is Jerick McKinnon, who missed the entire 2018 campaign. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Buying time to his left. Throw left side caught by Goodwin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 32 on the play. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there and set and change and at least hold people to field goals.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Let's go.
They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
11, 21. Check 52. Hey, left 3. Recon, 132.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 59 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Pettis hauling this in from Garoppolo. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Garoppolo now already over 100 yards passing in this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Here we go. 2.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo, and he's got it. And he's brought down 11 yards there, 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jordan Matthews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're 1st place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? #1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. #2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Rodgers now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
11.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
3rd down.
258. Check. Watch 54. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Get up.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking deep for Adams. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Off the play fake to McKinnon. It's Garoppolo. Out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Goodwin. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. On first down, Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
To throw again on second down, Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
Right there, 56. Come on.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 21.
And Matthews has it right side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
65.
Second down, McKinnon. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Here we go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts
Here we go.
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's go.
Now on second and 13, Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Third and short, McKinnon. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, you got over here.
To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now on second and 13. Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Hey, exit.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that. Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. Now a first down carry by Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Alert 3.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Goodwin. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Man open, it's Goodwin. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20. 12. 11.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career. And he's going to need another one. It got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. Hey, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Rodgers on target here to Allison. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Jones has it. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Check 4, check 4.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Rodgers going to run the option here left. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And an alley to run. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this.